white man to suck you back into his institution. You're not going to say, well, hey, well, I get welfare. Let me pimp him. Let me make this well and fair. Pimp the white man. I said, with the money these sisters get off public aid, they could feed the community. They could feed a community with that if they bought the food in bulk and spend it right. But that's not enough, because they don't want to go back to ancient times. They buy microwave dinners and shit. They're not buying bulk foods and really trying to feed the family like Granny was. They don't want to cook. They want to be Beyoncés. Beyonce cannot raise children. You understand what I'm making? That's a fictitious false image. If all our women became Beyoncés, we would not have no damn, that'd be nice. Because they don't look highly upon the respectable position of parenting. That has nothing to do with your relationship to a man. And it has nothing to do with a man's relationship to a woman. Parenting is unique in and of itself. Your relationship with your children has nothing to do with a woman. And a woman's relationship to children has nothing to do with the man. It's a relationship that has been created by nature. Do you understand what I'm making? It's been created by nature. So they say, well, if you're not giving me this money and you don't have a job. I said, well, baby, I work for a non-for-profit organization. I'm going out helping the youth. Well, that don't mean nothing to me. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. It's deep. So if I can't get some of them crack dealers off the block you live on, the statistics is that my child is going to be one of those crack dealers, at least for a little while, until he found out who he is. You cannot raise a family until you raise a community. Our women don't want to raise a community. They want to raise a family. You can't have a strong family without a strong community. A family has doors and gates and separation. This is my family. But when the gunshots go off, they don't see your family from my family. So there's no real separations of families in our community. When they family get hungry, they're going to come break in my family's house. Either I feed everybody or nobody eats. It's just a reality that we don't look at. If I neglect the people that live down the street, they're going to come break in my house. It's a reality. If they know I'm out for the whole community, I'm trying to feed everybody, they say, well, why are we going to break in that? That's a good guy. He ain't fucking messing with nobody. Why are we going to break in his house? But if I'm driving back and forth in my Lexus and my wife got her own Rolls Royce, they have no problem sticking me out. It makes sense. You're eating, I'm not. And you're not concerned about whether I'm eating or not. So why should I be concerned about you? Is it a reality? And we're victims because we get robbed and stuck up. I'm a victim. No, you're not. You're a victim of yourself. You're a victim of your neglect to do for others. And they come back on you. I'm not going to help nobody but myself. And the society takes that attitude towards you. The attitude you have towards society, it will have towards you. It's just reality. So we create the communities that we live in. So my thing about the woman is we must challenge the sisters to be on nation building. And show them the value of that. And center them in that. And if we can't center them in that, they are no good to us. It's just a reality. And those women will eventually become a potential problem. Anything that you build. Not because they're evil and all this, and I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying they have a pathology in this white supremacist institution to act in that way. It's been acted over and over and over again. It's a reality. So you need to, if you can learn anything from your mistakes or learn anything from the past, build with the women on nation building. They don't want to hear that, so what? If they don't want to hear that, they don't want to hear you. You follow what I'm making? It's a reality. Sacrifice it. Don't let big ass and big titties take you from your integrity of what you're actually here to do. You understand what I'm making? Build with the women on nation building, because if you build your house on a solid foundation, it will stand against time. If you build it on something weak, you have not built anything at all. It's only time going to show you the difference. Want to see some big ass and titties? Get you some porno flicks, get it over with. And find you a real system that's about nation building. You understand what I'm making? To put your seed in. You understand what I'm making? And to perpetuate your life. Because you can create enemies. Do you understand what I'm making? That beautiful woman that you love and all attracted to and all that romantic Roman antics with can become your enemy. Just like that. If it ain't based on the reality of self-love. Because if you're feeding her vanity, and we about to go real heavy now, her vanity gonna work against you. You know, notice how you gotta get a woman, are you so beautiful, you all this, you're that. This is how you gotta talk to a woman, right? But by approaching her in that way, you're strengthening her vanity. So she's into her. She's not into nation building and family and community. All that's a threat to her identity that you have built up by approaching her in that manner. Do y'all hear the point that I make? So you're strengthening the enemy, which is vanity. So baby, the Arab works in his store. The woman works with him. They eat the food in the store. They struggle to build their little empires, and that woman works right there with them. Ain't no Arab woman talking about, baby, we ain't got this, baby, I need this, baby, we ain't got that. Baby, we should have 50 stores and just pimp this baby, and baby, we should do this, baby. That woman is very humble when it comes to her husband building an empire for them, and the Arab is building it for them. Because when you see the Arab's community, you know he's building it for them. And some of his women turn feminists, but you see the Arab society, and it's better. It's better because of what the Arab man is doing. Now he has it set up, and his woman works with him and support him, and that works for him in the long run. Because his son owns the store. And now they have something in a society that's not even their own. They survived in foreign territory with their system. And that woman supported him. Our woman is never enough. Never enough purses, bags, and shoes. It's just not enough. They don't have a simplistic mentality because their identity and their consciousness of being a queen is associated with materialism. Is not based upon integrity as a human being. The queen is the one who got the most gold, silver, and jewelry. Not realizing that queens had that in Africa because it was laying all over the ground. That's why we had gold on. It was everywhere. Diamonds was everywhere. You see the one making? But now the oppressor controls gold and diamonds. So the reality of what a queen is has to be changed to a reality that does not support oppression. Because that doesn't represent queendom. That represents colonialization. So the materialistic reality that they're trying to create has to stop. And it's only going to stop by us challenging them and say, look, what is your responsibility to the black community? What is your responsibility to the black community? Ask them that. Oh, my responsibility is to be your wife and blah, blah, blah. No, I'll be dead tomorrow. You understand what I'm making? I'm not attached to this physical entity. And when it comes to integrity, I will shed this form. You understand the point I'm making? So you can't be talking about being a woman in my community as being something to me. This ain't nothing but, you understand what I'm making? This flesh. I'm going to be here for as long as the ancestors have me here. Do you understand what I'm making? And that's it. So if your allegiance is to me, to the flesh existence, you understand the point I'm making? If that's what you're talking about, then you got the wrong idea. Because I have progeny that must rule. I must sit the black race in a different position than they were before I got here. And you need the woman's help to do that. And she must have a role in that. You understand the point I'm making? And being a so-called housewife is not enough. You understand what I'm making? Being your wife or your piece, you understand what I'm making? It's just not enough. Your showpiece is not enough. That's too easy. You got to be Harriet Tubman. Makeda. You got to be Empress Menen. Queen Nzinga. You understand the point I'm making? Hatshepsut. Nefertiti. Isis. You got to be something. You understand the point I'm making? Mayat. Justice. You understand the point I'm making? You got to represent something. And if you live for nothing, you're going to fall for everything. And even if that's a dumbass nigga coming around my children. Because you stood for nothing, and nothingness over time is going to attract nothingness. Do you understand the point I'm making? So you're not doing yourself a benefit when you attract them out of anything other than nation building. It cannot be about materialism. Everybody can have materialism. It comes and goes. One minute you're rich, next minute you're broke. One minute you have it, next minute you don't. It can't be based on material. That is an illusion. It has to be based on principle. The principles in the person's heart and what they believe in, what they live for, and what they actually stand for. That's what it has to be about. If you're not going to challenge them to do that, you are a coward. Because you won't deal with a person based on reality. I'm going to deal with you like this Disney World. Girl, you look good. I like your shoes. I like your hairstyle. That's fucking Disney World. That's Mickey Mouse. Do you understand the point I'm making? That's an insult. I like the dress you wearing, and girl, you so nice. I like your hair. I like your earrings. And get the hell out of there. That's homosexual. A man likes a woman's Prada purse. What the hell you like a woman's purse for? You look so nice with that purse. You hear the point I'm making? Our priorities has really been flipped. And now we are supporting Disney World and wondering why we don't have any real women. Because we came with Disney World. So it ain't just the woman. I'm not saying it's just attack the woman. It's how we approach them and how we deal with them. If you deal with them on some Disney World stuff, you're going to end up with an end. You're going to be sitting in child support in Disney World. You understand the point I'm making? Because the white man being in power is Disney World. It's not real. He has no power. Nature is not backing him. That's nothing but television. If he walk out in front of a hurricane, that shit going to blow him away. He is nothing. You understand what I'm making? If he jump in the water and can't swim, he's going to drown. You feel the point I'm making? He don't have no special power or no special position in the universe. TV has created that illusion. That's all imagery. So if you are giving energy to this false imagery, you look so good with that perm, girl. That's false imagery. Perm, what's that, a hairstyle? Geometry? That's imagery. That has nothing to do with a person. Any woman can have a perm and this mushroom style and that style and that style. That don't mean anything. You supporting Disney World. You going around as a Disney World. That's a Disney World trip. You got to get off of that. Literally. Come out of Disney World. Because when you go to Disney World, it costs money to keep Disney World going. Paying for nails and hairdos and hairstyle. Disney World is expensive. But rice and bean reality, man, we can build on that. Oatmeal, but nails and 8 little Asian men going blind doing nails and hands. That's Disney World. Getting your hair done every week, that's Disney World. Woman unfertile. So much perm in her head, she can't even have children because the perm ate her brain and messed up her uterus. She can't even have children. But she's beautiful. How the hell a woman cannot have children be beautiful? You saying that which is against the reproduction of life is beautiful. You saying genocide is beautiful. You say a lesbian is beautiful, you saying genocide is beautiful. The end of the black race is fine. You must be attracted to that which represents your reign, you coming into power. You know what I'm saying? You must represent that. You must be attracted to that represents you in your highest level. If you're attracted to that which is lesser than you, you have stepped off your throne. Is that correct? You stepped out your throne. Only if you have the ability to elevate the consciousness of that woman. So you can bring up to a level of being on the throne. You understand what I'm making? But if you're just getting off your throne, anything's subject to happen. You might find yourself in foreign land. Do you understand the point I'm making? If you're building with a woman whose consciousness is other than yours, that's foreign ground. That's foreign land. You're messing with a foreigner. Her mind's different from yours. That's a foreigner. Just a reality. And the same thing is vice versa for women for men. They say, well, it doesn't really matter what a person thinks or what's on their mind. If you love a person, it's about what's in their heart. Get the hell out of here. You understand what I'm making? That's why in Africa they had planned marriages, so that they made sure that these people were connected on a mental level with a level of principle to come together and build something strong. Over here you say, I don't get off into people, man. What they think, that's their religion, that's their reality. What are you talking about? Their reality could be the death of you. If you don't challenge somebody and really build with them, man, 10 years go by.
Exactly.
They be like, well, actually, I like to eat people.
Some people be best friends with somebody if y'all don't talk about shit.
You never know. You never know what you're getting into unless you know by challenging them. Exactly. And they go unchallenged.